Yo, what up YouTube? Just a quick update on the angelfish and the breeding. They spawned today. It hasn't even been a week. They already spawned. So the way I'm going to handle this go around is I'm going to play it by ear, and I'll explain what I'm going to do by playing it by ear. I'm going to see if they'll take care of them, and if they take care of them, then obviously I'm just going to leave them in there. I don't know if the male even knows the female spawning, because, you know, I don't know if she just started doing it or they just started doing it or what's up, so, you know, I don't see any tube. So I'm hoping this is a good spawn, and I'm hoping this isn't an epic failure. It does happen where the male spawns, or the female spawns, and the male's kind of like, I don't really care, and just doesn't even bother to pay attention. And there's also times where the male's ready to go and the female's not. It happens. So I'm playing it by ear. Hoping this is a good spawn. Sometimes there is spawns where they take care of them right off the bat, and you know, the male looks like he's not doing anything, and he's actually doing a lot, and vice versa. So basically, what I'm gonna do is feed them and keep you guys updated on this. Temperature set at 82. Sponge filter's going. The lights turned on for 8 hours because I don't want algae buildup. I was gonna do a water change today, but obviously this happened, so. Yeah, I might do one tomorrow, depending on what goes on. And I'll explain to you guys, if, you know, this is a good spawn, then you'll be able to tell, you know, if they're fertile or not, and I can explain that tomorrow. First day, usually you cannot tell if the stuff is fertile or not, so. Right now what the angelfish are doing, I don't know if you see their fins right there, they're fanning them. And what it does is basically it keeps the eggs from having fungus on them and keeps them clean. But like I said, I haven't seen the male do his job, so this might be just a dud spawn, which it happens. You know, for you people that have gotten a new pair and have gotten a new angelfish or new two angelfish, stuff like this happens. So, you know, get used to, why didn't this work? Well, you know, if the boy doesn't do his job, it's not gonna work. So. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to post them below. I've had several people ask about these angelfish being for sale. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't want to sell them, but, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I bred these myself, so these are good quality, they're young paired, they will parent raise, you just gotta give them time. Every angelfish will parent raise, regardless of what people say. It's just, you know, you got to realize they need the experience and they need to figure it out, and it just takes time. And sometimes it takes a lot more time than what you really want it to be, but it takes time. So, back to the people that have been trying to buy my angelfish. Money talks, bro. One more thing, people have asked me about different fish and breeding them. I'll go ahead and comment on that one. As you can see from this spawn alone, I don't know if you can count all those little eggs, and if you can, go ahead, but every 2 weeks to a week they'll do this spawn, if not bigger. And this is a small spawn for this pair because they're still a young pair, and I just got started feeding them 2 or 3 times a day. So this isn't a very big spawn. So you got to realize that with a set of 100 per week to 2 weeks, and even if you multiply that times 2 or even 5, you're making enormous amounts of money. Someone mentioned something about flower horns. Well, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but what's one of the most popular fish out there? Not a flower horn. That thing on their head makes them look retarded, and you know, you got to understand from a business perspective, you can have a 55-gallon and have a pair going, like you could split it and divide it into 4s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, put them on one side, let them spawn, move them over, have the babies grow out, let them spawn, move them over, and you have 3 different sets of babies going out at one time. All you need is a 55. With a flower horn, I've seen them in 10 gallons, so I can't even say that, but you have to understand, people aren't going to buy something like a flower horn, and there is money in it, there's always money in something. But understand that flower horns, I think, are overpriced. I think they're pretty fish. I'm not even going to say they're not pretty fish. They're pretty fish. But, you know, for most beginners to most people in general, are you going to spend more than $10 a fish? You know, would you spend $40 or $50 a fish if you have never done it? You know, you got to understand that. Most people think angelfish are pretty right off the bat. Guppies are very popular. Guppies, you got to realize it doesn't take much space to breed them. And you also got to think, though, you're going to make anywhere from a quarter to maybe $40 tops. So, you know, that's something you got to consider. And $40 tops meaning you're going to have like a championship guppy line. Discus is a pretty good line of money, but also got to understand higher temperatures, more water changes, things like that. So I don't know anything about rainbows, so I will not comment on rainbows. Someone said something about rainbows. I don't know enough about rainbows for me to comment on them. I don't know how much of a tank you need. I know they're egg layers. I don't know anything else. So possibly something to look into. I know Cory catfish and bristlenose plecos are pretty high commodity. Basically do your research and find out what sells and what people want around you and sell it. So, I mean, that's my best advice for anybody. Angelfish sell. Like I said, you could sell them for $2, $3, $5, depending on size. And, well, people buy them. So, I mean, I'm not having any problems. And you got to understand, from 2 fish, making several hundred to thousands of fish, multiply that by 2 to 5, I'm pretty sure you're going to do a decent amount of job as far as making money off of it. So, but like I said, this is what this video is all about. So comment below if you have any questions about this. You can see the tube's just ginormous. They're looking for food, so I'm going to feed them. And I think I wrapped everything. Any questions, feel free. Peace out. Oh, like the video, check out my contest.